Definitely a character. Our weather impact tomorrow is going to be the hot weather, an extreme heat warning, meaning heat indices could be in a number of locations near 115. So that's the anticipation tomorrow. Another hot and mostly dry start to the day, but we will begin to see some rainfall later in the day. Now, normally I don't really show the heat indices this late in the night, but it is still 101 degrees at Kenner. Not the actual temperature. The actual temperature, though, is 86 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. We're still in the upper 80s downtown and along the lakefront. High humidity, mostly clear skies. Dew points, though, should drop a little bit during the overnight, allowing these temperatures to come down a bit as we get closer to tomorrow morning. On satellite, though, we are under a completely clear sky. Had a few clouds and some thunderstorms not too far off to our east, and they will finally start to approach as we head into the latter half of the day, late afternoon and evening tomorrow. Dry on radar, but we should see a little bit more activity during the afternoon and evening hours. Still underneath that upper ridge, very hot across much of the central part of the nation, but we're also starting to see that upper high kind of get squeezed in between an upper low moving into North Texas and another upper system that is coming in from this East Coast trough, as well as an upper low here. And it's kind of this area of moisture that the Hurricane Center is now mentioning. This is something we've been talking about since late last week. It's loosely associated with the remnants of Invest 93, and it is coming back around as we expected around the upper and surface high. That moves in for tomorrow night and then Thursday, Friday, increasing our rain chances. That kind of continues moving into Texas, and then on the back end, we'll have this upper low that will bring in more instability in the atmosphere and bringing more rainfall for our Friday going into Saturday, starting to taper off by Sunday. So right now, there isn't really a complex per se that the Hurricane Center is monitoring. They're kind of highlighting this area that's just off the coast of Jacksonville. And basically what we're watching is almost a repeat of last week. That area moves into the Gulf. Right now it looks like it's just kind of loosely unorganized thunderstorm activity off to our east tomorrow morning. Start to get some cloud cover here and a few spotty showers in the afternoon. More thunderstorm development though later in the evening and night. So at that point, the time we get most of our rainfall, high temperatures will already have gotten into the mid and upper 90s. Then with more clouds and better rain chances from our Gulf disturbance, it should be a little bit milder, warm, but milder than we have been the last couple of days as we head into our Thursday and Friday. Again, kind of a broad low pressure center, not really looking at any real organization with it. And as mentioned, the Hurricane Center only giving it a 10% chance. As far as rainfall accumulation go, 1 to maybe 2 inches overall, but a few isolated downpours could bring in some localized flooding. Some of those rainfall rates could be in excess of 2 to 3 inches per hour, and that's why the Weather Prediction Center is keeping us under that low end threat for some isolated flooding as we head into tomorrow night, Thursday and Friday. So this is the area right now that we're going to be watching, and this is kind of a repeat from what we had last week. As far as any organization goes, it looks like it's going to be nothing more than just a trough of low pressure, kind of a broad circulation here as we get into Thursday with most of our rainfall. And that system should be kind of quickly moving off toward Texas by late Friday and on into Saturday. And it's possible we could see a repeat after that, as our long-range modeling is also indicating another little disturbance coming off the East Coast and moving through the Gulf as we approach the end of July and into August. This looks like a fairly persistent pattern over the next several days. Even that system that we're watching in 2 weeks has a low chance of doing anything. So if that's all we get is some tropical rains, that's fine. 97 our high tomorrow with those rain chances increasing during the evening and night, and then more rainfall Thursday and Friday from our Gulf disturbance, kind of continuing into Saturday, drying out and heating up Sunday and into early next week.